You gotta be careful what you ask God for. I think I figured out something that I've been wanting to figure. Well, these cats is weird, bro. They're weird. I think I figured out something. That but it's chemistry and science. And the only way I'm gonna be able to tell is if my ancestors let me know. Let's just say that. I almost told y'all something. Let me know. But I think I figured out something. I figured out a couple things. I figured out a few things. I figured out something. I'm trying to say it without telling y'all, so y'all won't even get a hint. I'm gonna put it in the book. But I think I figured out something for me. But it's more difficult than the doctors probably figured it out. And they're probably like, it's too difficult because it's chemistry and science. It's like alchemy. It's alchemy. That's what it is. It's alchemy. I figured it out though. I figured it out. Problem is you can't do it by yourself. You need at least, you need a scientist, you need a doctor. You need somebody to know alchemy. And you need I can't say the other thing, but that's a secret weapon right there. You need a scientist, you need a doctor, you need an alchemist, and you need one more thing, and it'll work. It'll work. I'm for sure it'll work. The problem is, I just don't get how it even happened in the first place. Or maybe that's, I ain't think about that, maybe that's, oh, okay. Figured it out though. You can't do it by yourself though. By yourself. It's like this happened a long time ago. A long time ago. A real long time ago. Probably in the Old Testament. This happened back in the Old Testament. It was probably a woman who did it. A very evil woman. Could have been like somebody like little for somebody. Oh, wicked woman. It wasn't her, it was somebody. Whoever did it put some work in though. This is probably the ultimate black magic trick. And it gotta be redone. It's gotta be the spell gotta be lifted, bro. And it's like, spell, you hear spell, you have black man, you you see, you think of illusions and magic tricks and stuff like that, but this ain't that. This was more done on a bio type level. This was like more of I can't even say that because I give y'all too much hint. I'm trying to say it without giving y'all a hint. But somebody did a trick and you just gotta undo it. That's it. Once you undo it, everything should smoothing out for generations to come, even your generation. I figured it out though. I figured it out. Amazing. You gotta be careful what you ask God for. You gotta be careful what's come out your mouth. It's like when we ask God for stuff. I don't know about when we were kids, but when we up in the age where we know better, it's like all that stuff starts to come into fruition. And it's like you set yourself back asking for so much. Because it's a process. We look at God like he'll snap his finger and give it to us. But God wants us to earn everything. So it's like a process. You gotta build up the momentum to get that particular thing. So if you've been asking God for stuff back, you gotta go back. You probably gotta be in a depth of solitude to go back to when you first asked God for something. Then you gotta analyze your life and reevaluate yourself. And then you got to you gotta get beside yourself and look around. And it's like you gotta take these, you're gonna see God been giving you stuff since you asked for it. And you're gonna have to start putting it together. It's almost like you gotta start putting it together. Show God you acknowledge him. And you're gonna realize almost everything you ever asked for, God gave it to you. And my issue is, normally when I ask God for something, it's a humanitarian, it's a problem for humans. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem to fix, solve for humans. And that's always pretty much dealing with science, you know, medical stuff, or, you know, physician type stuff, probably. Healing, anything to do with healing, you know. I never really asked God for materialistic stuff. But like I said, I was born around people that devour each other for money, sex, and drugs. There's one group of people I got a family member like that, a close family member like that. I never understood it. This is off the subject. But they're obsessed with whores. They don't do drugs or nothing. But they support the whore, like whore, you know, prostitute, whatever the best way to say it. I don't know, y'all. I'm from the street like y'all from the street. It shouldn't bother you too much. They obsessed with taking care of prostitutes, and they do whatever for prostitutes. They get their whole life to a prostitute. And they hate drugs, but they support prostitutes that's on drugs. It just don't make no sense, bro. Probably some weird ass fetish again. And when they get like that, I stay away from them. But I don't even want to know. Some people just got it. It's just like how you, we learned this in junior high school, and like, some people are born to want to work in the sewage, which is good, because who would want to do it? You know, some jobs, some people don't want to do it, but some jobs people are obsessed with doing. Some people are wealthy and rich and like to play and stuff like that, so, you know, it ain't that bad or good. It's just, you know, some people, we gotta thank God, some people are born to like certain things. And they hide behind the fact that you think they, like, I could be jumping to assumptions. It ain't really an assumption, but that they obsessed with prostitutes. But it's something wrong with them. Like, I don't want to know what's really wrong with them, put it that way. They hide behind, the prostitutes know. That's why they don't deal with that person, because they know what's wrong with that person. And you go deeper, people, y'all know what I'm talking about. You go deeper, you realize you don't want to go no deeper. You might see something you'll never be able to unsee again. It's something that'll give you a twitch. And you probably got a problem, real bad, sick problem. I remember having a dream one time. You know, I don't have dreams, but I can't remember the word for it. But I remember seeing, I was in Haiti, I probably near death experience, I don't know what it was. But I remember seeing this woman, this dark, I forgot what they call it, dark women in hell, the queens in hell. I remember her holding this baby, and she was telling me there's something wrong with them. That child here, that child is on earth, they grown now. That child is on earth, and she said something wrong with them. And she said that the child was young, is like real young, like even though the child older than me in here, the child is real young. In the astral, in the astral, the child is young, like, here the child might be 80 years old, but over there the child ain't but like 1 year old, 2 years old, like it's a newborn or something. But the child is in its first stages on earth, and the child is wicked, bro. The child bad as hell. That anime stuff, y'all. This is gonna be like a berserker anime. It's gonna be like a berserker anime. This is like a berserker anime. Berserker anime was kind of dark. I liked it though, but it was dark though. It was real dark. It was. I don't know. If y'all get that anime berserker, don't let y'all kids watch that movie. Don't let y'all kids watch it. Don't let y'all kids watch it. Berserker is dark. Real dark. But it's probably gonna be something like that. It might be a little darker than Berserker though. I gotta thank God, bro. Because all the stuff I done seen and witnessed in my life, I know I should have been went crazy. I should have been lost it, but it made me strong. It made me strong, and it made me acknowledge you don't know people like you think you do. I got this gift God gave me. When I go to God, I like to go to God when I meet people. I go to God, God show me underneath it all. And He'll show me who these people deal with behind closed doors and be foreigners and everything. Like, it might be Israelis, or however you say it. It could be anybody, but that's what they be in secret with. Somebody at a gym with an Israeli. Something like that. It might be a secret like that, you know. And but it's like these. Man, I wish I could say this, y'all. I wish I could tell you the life of a warrior angel. It's like the life of a warrior angel. It's like when me and Flame met, I talked to God about it, and I told her we both was conduits, direct, at the time, direct conduits to God before she started descending a lot. And we both pretty much heard God at the same time say, y'all want to swap roads? I said, no, I ain't swapping no roads. Because it was like both of our positions was bad. One of us pretty much had to stay celibate, and the other one was the opposite of celibacy, so you know where that goes. And I said, no, hell no. Because that person had to deal with women and men. Like, in this anime, let's say y'all dealing with the woman, and she on the dark side this time. But in this anime, you think you dealing with a woman, but you probably dealing with like the Zoe. You're like in the bed with Zoe or somebody, so, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you done. This anime gonna be hot, bro. I'm telling you, this anime. Somebody already stealing a lot of my stuff. Cause they on your ass, whoever making these cartoons, somebody make a cartoon already. Somebody already stealing a lot of my stuff. Trying to, but it's getting you messed up. But that's why I didn't put my book out. You can't have that book. I didn't tell you the book say y'all, bro. Cause my ancestors don't play. I know my ancestors. I figured out how to utilize my ancestors in the street. I know y'all be like, why you keep saying street? Because I survived in the street without a gun. That's what I'm trying to tell you, and I was deep in it. So that, for me, that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? I was in a lot of stuff. Wow. You see how my family act? Just about how my family act, I would like that stuff in the street, not towards other family members. So I was tearing some stuff up. And I figured out how I could bypass a gun by utilizing my ancestors. And they just started teaching me who people was. They might be like it's like a haunted house. They're like, you can go in that haunted house. Don't go in that haunted house. Satan in that haunted house. You can go in that haunted house. Don't go in that haunted house. Zoe in that haunted house. You can go in that haunted house. I can go anywhere in any haunted house though. But I'm just saying, that's how it is. It's another guy in here, a monster that watches over. It ain't no monster, my bad. It's an energy that watches over. It starts with a T. I can't remember the name. Its name. It's an energy. It starts with a T. I always forget that name. But it's like you might be sleeping with these things. It's like when you descend as a human, you have a conscience. You have a heart about it. You have a conscience about it as you descend as a human. But then your human vessel can't take it no more. It goes into manual mode. So basically your spirit done evacuated, went back to God, and now it's just like your soul and your vessel. So it's like a demon have to take, if your vessel is still here, I have to be here, a demon. See, they already want me to stop talking about it. It's deep, y'all, but this is anime. It's like your vessel can only go so low. Basically what I'm trying to say. Same vice versa. Your vessel can only go so high before an entity take over. You go so high, an angel will take over. You go so low, a demon will take over. Because the human vessel ain't built for that impact that you about to put your vessel through. So if it is somebody that you think, hey, it's in a very low vibrational state, and you probably saying right now, listen to me, oh, I know people, they still human, I know they good hearted, they are angel, and they're a glove. They basically a glove, which is not good. if you feel like they are very good people and they just in a very low vibrational state, and they spirit haven't ejected the body or nothing like that, and 9 times 10 they're angel, and unfortunately they're a glove. So you can spend your life trying to save them, and you might save them. You know, you can save these people, but you're gonna put a lot of energy in it. Anybody can be saved. Anybody can be saved. You can bring a demon back, you know, to a human, and it'll elevate itself back up to angel mode. That's what this damn anime is, y'all. So it's like they change in front of you and stuff. I can tell it now, guys. Y'all already done started stealing. They ain't gonna do you no justice, though. You can't take from everybody. It's like the 1% higher up. You can't just go over there and kill those people or take those people out. You can't hurt those. Them people are protected, man, by high vibrational. They protected by what they got around them in the physical, and they protected in the spiritual. They got it's a hierarchy type thing, and that same thing goes for people like me. But y'all think you can do it because you feel like I'm broken, I'm by myself, and that's your problem though. Because the problem is what that is that back in slavery or something, somehow they made royalty blacks and put them in slum areas. And so the only way you could tell is by sometimes the Social Security number, if they didn't really dissect them real bad. And you're gonna realize you keep attacking this person and bad stuff keep happening to you, is because they are considered an elite or 1%, and they just was forced in a poverty situation, forced to live a poverty lifestyle, that somebody probably stole their inheritance or stole their energy. That's all. But the protection's still there. You might have stole the physical, but the spiritual is still there, protecting those people. So it's gonna be a good anime. When I do it, even if y'all do it, when I get out of this situation, I'm gonna do it too, because it's my idea. And I'm gonna shut yours down. I don't even know where yours is. They told me how I can go find it, but I don't even want to see it because I don't want to get in my feelings. I'm gonna wait till I get out of here. I'm gonna just crush that, throw that in the trash can. Because the real thing ain't nothing like the real thing. I don't even know why y'all keep trying to sacrifice the original authenticity, the organic of everything. Y'all ain't making no sense. They don't make no sense anyway. And that's what God finna put a stop to. That's what God is putting a stop to. Cause y'all done got used to doing, y'all getting on everybody's nerves anyway. You getting on your own nerves at this point. Who would wanna kill the competition, bro? Only a loser. You shouldn't even be in the game if you don't want competition. You just wanna sit in people. The camera done made people lazy. It used to be what people say computers done made people lazy. But now I'm gonna tell you, the camera done made people like looking people's private space. That's when you done took gossiping. You done, let's say you used to gossip. You done went from gossiping to intervening in people's private space with camera. That means you done created your own demon out of it. You definitely got chains on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that is. And everybody following you because it might. When a demon is connected to something, you can get many to follow. That's like the first person who ever smoked rocks. Probably didn't nobody want to even deal with rocks. Back in the 80s, they probably shutting it down. I don't want no crack, you know. But then eventually, it started picking up. And then it finally got it. It earned its own demon. Now everybody, you know, now you get anybody on. That's the way that works. So it's like people. These pillars of hell, these pillars of evil, main focal point is to get you in demon mode. And whatever you keep indulging in, turn it into, a demon. And then once it do that, You know, gotta go. So you just gotta look at heaven. You got this perfect human, and it shows you this human that can go to heaven. And you think it's good, it's all good, ain't nothing wrong with it. But God knows the human body, so He take you to heaven. It's gonna be things in heaven, you know, that you could probably try to manipulate. You don't know that because you're a good human. But God knows you. God knows the body, He knows the vessel. So He bring you this dark presence of yourself, and it pulls out the dark out of you that you don't notice. Like, you haven't been introduced to drugs, you haven't been introduced to sex, you haven't been introduced to none of this stuff yet, so you really don't know if you good or bad. You good right now, you solid, but you haven't been introduced to temptation. So it's like this dark presence come and introduce you to this temptation and pull it out of you and show you your reflection. And once it's do that, then you're gonna realize how you dancing. You're gonna see that you move different. It's just anime, ain't nothing real, ain't nothing serious about it, y'all. So it's just entertainment purpose.